Hi guys, welcome back to Hanging Out with Lori. I'm Lori. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, thanks for coming back. Today we are going to start on my eyeshadow palette collection, and we are going to be doing the smaller of my larger eyeshadow palettes, and it was requested that I do swatches of them, so I will be posting clips of those swatches in while I talk about it. So all of these palettes range from 7 to 9 pans. There is 6 in total. While my eyeshadow palette collection is not huge, it's big for me, and I'm not one to collect things, and so this has really been an eye-opening thing for me to do my makeup collection, because I have seen where I am out of control. Yes, I knew I had a lot of lipsticks. Yes, I know I have a lot of nail polishes. My eye is watering. But I didn't realize how out of control I really was. And so this has made me start to really think and evaluate my makeup collection, my items that I have, and whatnot. So let's jump in with my smaller, large eyeshadow palettes. And yes, I know 7 to 9 pans is not huge, but I'm just breaking them up, as you saw with the other ones, into increments by size, just to help me better have a more manageable video. Yeah, I think that's what I'm trying to say. So the first one I picked up on clearance. I wanted it full price, and I just never got around to getting it, and then I saw that it was on clearance at Target, and so I picked it up, and it was the e.l.f. and Christian Siriano eyeshadow and highlighter palette, and it comes with a little brush, which I don't know why I still have this brush, because I will never use it, and as you can tell, I have not used it yet. And in fact, I have not used this palette yet. I have swatched it a few times, because I've tried to film this video multiple times and it hasn't worked. But this is it. It has 6 shadows, which are these square pans, and then this highlighter. This highlighter to me just doesn't cut it, to be honest with you. My favorite shade in this whole palette would be the green on the bottom, and that's really what drew me in the first place to this palette, was that green, so I'm glad that I like it. But I have not even used it, and I really need to, or I need to consider letting it move on. The next one is a 7-pan palette as well. It is my Becca Après-Ski Eyelight palette, I think it's called. You guys have heard me talk about this, how this was my my dip into the highlighter world. And this is just a beautiful palette. You can use a lot of them for highlighters, and I know that they are highlighters in Becca's line. And then there's just some nice colors that are warmer, that wouldn't work for me as highlighters, but are pretty as eyeshadows. And yes, these are eyeshadows. Again, it's not one I reach for, even though I like it. I do reach for it sometimes to use as a highlighter, but not as an eyeshadow. The next one is my only 8-pan palette. It is my Alamar Cosmetics eyeshadow palette that I got in BoxyCharm. And I really think this is a beautiful palette. It's got all these tropical vibe colors going on. The top 4 are shimmers, and then the bottom 4 are mattes. So for me, if I use this, I need to bring in a second palette, because while these colors are gorgeous, the mattes are a little too dark for me to start off for me comfortably using in my transition. I have to build up. So this palette I have to use in conjunction with others, but it is so pretty. And my favorite one is probably the sea green in the second row. I just think it is a gorgeous green blue. Now the next 3 are all 9 pan palettes. So I picked up this Wild Child palette by BH Cosmetics, and I really like it. It does have a little mirror, so I'm trying not to blind you. I really like it, except I never use it. These are baked eyeshadows. They are very pretty. I don't own a lot of baked eyeshadows, so I can't comment on if these are as pigmented or less pigmented or more pigmented than other baked eyeshadows. What I do know is I really have to build these up. And in fact, I only use these really in my inner eye area, or just patting them on my whole lid. But my favorite one is probably the middle one, that peachy orange one. I just think it is a very pretty color. It shifts from peach to orange to almost a little bit of pinky gold. And I just think it's gorgeous. Okay, the next one is, and I don't know why I bought this. I will be dead honest with you. I do not know why I purchased this. It is a beautiful palette, but these are not colors that look great on me. This is the Huda Beauty Mauve Obsessions palette. At least I don't think they look good on me. It's got a nice size mirror for the size of palette, and this is what it looks like. It is a beautiful palette, and it's got all those beautiful rich berries and mauves and a darker reddish purple down in the corner, and I think it is gorgeous, but I just don't wear it. Yes, today I have on my Golden Girls eyeshadows going on, but I do not like me in these colors. I think they make me look a little sickly, and I know that's weird because they shouldn't, but alas, they do. And my favorite color, I have to really think about it, is probably the first one on the second row. It is kind of a darker rose gold, and I just think it is pretty. It goes deeper rose and then can lighten up to a really soft pink depending on the light, and that really is my favorite color outside. But if I had a matte to pick from, it would probably be the taupe that is down in the bottom left hand corner. I guess it's more of a dusty purple, but I just think that's really pretty. To me it's taupe, so I just really like that. Now that color looks good on me, so I should be using at least that color in this palette. But again, it's a palette I do not reach for. I think I'm just overwhelmed that I don't reach for any except those that I'm comfortable with. if that makes any sense. Okay, and the last one I got from the Yes Oh Yes subscription box in August, I do believe. It's by Beauty Creations. It is the Cali set. And it does have a nice mirror, and this is what it looks like. Gorgeous colors. Just very pretty colors. We have a dark chocolate brown down in the bottom right corner. So we have 4 shimmers and 5 mattes. Very pretty, very gorgeous. They are nice to work with. And they really do, you do get a lot of payoff. The only color that I struggle with is Valley Girl, which is the top right color, the dark berry matte. And I just, it for some reason is very splotchy for me. But my favorite color in this one is the bottom middle one. It is called Martini, and I just think it is a gorgeous shimmer. It shifts between a darker, I wouldn't say rose, but it's got red and pink in it, but it has a gold shift to it, which I just think is gorgeous. And I'm not one for golds, but I just think that is the prettiest eyeshadow. So that is my collection of 7 to 9 pan palettes, eyeshadow palettes. It's not that big. It's 6 of them, but every single one, I don't use them. I don't pick them up. I don't play with them. And if I own these things, I need to be playing with them, or I need to get rid of them. I hope you guys liked this video. What is your favorite palette, and what should I start playing with out of all of these palettes? What do you think? I want your thoughts on it, and whatever palette has the most, you know, input is one I will actually make a conscious decision into putting into my makeup bag that I reach for at least once a week. And I know that sounds stupid to say, hey, you guys pick this and I'll play with it at least once a week. Yeah, that sounds stupid, but Lori really needs to make up her mind on what she wants to do with this makeup, because if it's just going to sit and collect dust, then it doesn't need to be in my collection. That's how I feel. You guys take care. You have a great day or night, and I will see you next time.